Hey, good morning. It's Jonathan from Stay the Way. Today, I want to go through Utmost, and unfortunately, it's early, so I don't have a lot of light. I'm going to work with it the best I can. Today is January 12th. Have you ever been alone with God? Have you ever been alone with God? Ooh, think about that. When they are alone, he explained all things to his disciples. That's from Mark chapter 4. God will always speak to you in those quiet times. Just be faithful and wait on the Lord. Our solitude with him, Jesus doesn't take us aside and explain things to us all the time. He explains things to us as we are able to understand them. If he gives us too much, it may overwhelm us, and he actually says that. He actually tells us that. So the faithfulness of the Lord is always to explain things over time. Sometimes, like Job, you'll have to wait your whole lifetime. You might not find out until heaven, but as long as you stay the way, you will end up in heaven and you will have all the answers. The lives of others are examples for us, but God requires us to examine our own souls. It is slow work, so slow that it takes God all of time and eternity to make a man or a woman conform to his purpose. We can only be used by God after we allow him to show us the deep, hidden areas of our own character. And Lord, I pray that you reveal that to me every day. Just grow my character. Help me to be faithful. It is astounding how ignorant we are about ourselves, because we just don't slow down to enjoy life, to think of those things. We don't even recognize the envy, laziness, or pride within us when we see it. But when Jesus will reveal to us everything we have held within ourselves before his grace begins to work, he brings it up. How many of us have learned to look inwardly with courage? Those are those bold prayers where you're like, Lord, will you just reveal what's in my heart? And those are good things, but sometimes it's hard to work through. It's a lot to work through. We have to get rid of the idea that we understand ourselves. That is always the last bit of pride to go. It is, truly it is. And it crops up every day. The only one who understands us is God. The greatest cure in our spiritual life is pride. The greatest curse in our spiritual life is pride. Pride separates us from God. If we have ever had a glimpse of what we are like in the sight of God, we'll never say, oh, I'm so unworthy. I'm so worthy. We will understand that this goes without saying. You don't have to say it. But as long as there is any doubt within us that we are unworthy, God will continue to close us in until he gets us alone. Whenever there is an element of pride or conceit remaining, Jesus can't reach us anymore. He will allow us to experience heartbreak or disappointment when we feel our intellectual pride is wounded. You've hurt me. I'm making fun of myself. He will reveal numerous misplaced affections or desires, things over which we never thought would ever have would get us alone. Many things are shown to us, often without effect, but when God gets us alone over them, they will be clear. Lord, I pray today that whatever it is that you want to bring up, to bring me into an alone place, to bring me into a place where I would grow from your grace, please do that. And I pray, Lord, for anybody else that watches this, they would also make that a request. And I'd love to hear about it. You can put it in the comments. You can say, hey, this is what God showed me. I know that he'll show me something today. There's something that even this morning, just in devotions, that he brought up. And I'm excited to be able to kind of pray on it and then bring that back. So maybe I'll add that in the comment later. This is Jonathan from Stay the Way. Lord, we thank you for everything you've given. And I would just encourage you, Christian, take that time to spend time with the Lord. In prayer, in his word. That was my time early this morning. I try and do a 4:30 a.m. time with the Lord because it's quiet and it's the time I get to enjoy with him. And I think he gets to enjoy that time with me. He tells us we were created in his image. We are the glory of God. We are created in this glorious experiment that he created to just bring us into a place where we would glorify him. And I'm thankful for that. So may you be blessed. I know I am. And Lord willing, I will see you tomorrow.